To my fellow producers, beat makers, sound designers, I'm just here to tell you why you should consider producing in Pro Tools in 2022. Let's get it. What's up, guys? I'm J Kids, producer, engineer, and this is actually the first video for this channel, so welcome. So believe it or not, I've been producing in Pro Tools since 2005. I think that was version 6.9, but about 95% of everything I've done in my career has been done in Pro Tools. Just so you know, I come from an era where equipment was kind of expensive when I first started making beats, and a lot of software wasn't necessarily prevalent in the market for production at the time. You kind of just use what you could afford, and the cool thing about it was it developed your niche and your own sound. And now today we have so many different options when it comes to DAWs and softwares and how we compare the two. It really helps us outfit our workflow. We have subscription-based services, Splice, Arcade, and all the different options to really help us really elevate what we do. Another thing is that we can also be super collaborative, where we can share files, share sessions, and it's really moving forward at a fast pace, which is a thing that I love. Now, all of you know pretty much, if you ask another producer what they make beats in, 9 out of 10 times they won't say Pro Tools. It's usually Logic, FL Studio, Ableton, the usual suspects. And I promise y'all, every time I'm asked what I make beats in, I'm like, Pro Tools. And they're like, huh? Yeah, Pro Tools. And it never fails, so I already know that this is a unique situation. And that's why I'm here, to debunk a few theories. The thing about Pro Tools is that it doesn't come across as a production-friendly DAW. Its reputation is mainly around just tracking and recording, mixing and mastering, and is revered as like rocket science other than something user-friendly. But I promise you, it's way more straightforward than you think. And I'll even go on a limb and say Pro Tools is the best DAW in taking your production to the highest level. But let's be honest, guys, and I'll do my best not to be biased, but Pro Tools is the industry standard software.
But why, J Kids?
Every studio you go to has it. Every art institute that teaches engineering has it. Out of all the DAWs, it's truly the bar set to legitimize professionalism in our industry. Even when you apply for a job at a record company or a studio to be a house engineer, you'll see that they require some Pro Tools experience. And so whether we use Pro Tools or not, we all low-key respect it. And that's because it stood the test of time. Pro Tools was created by Evan Brooks and Peter Gotcher in 1985, and the original name was Sound Designer. The actual first version of Pro Tools didn't debut until 1989. And since then, they've gone through so many different evolutions, added features, and really been able to keep up with what's been happening in current times. And though Pro Tools is my heart, they've never really marketed themselves as a production suite. But I do see a lot of room for opportunity there and a lot of growth going forward in the future. And that's what I wanted to touch on next, is where are we headed with Pro Tools? Where are we headed with the landscape of DAWs? Again, I see more DAWs spawning in the market in the next 10 years. And I think rather than just keeping our operating systems up to date, I think more importantly that the DAWs be up to date with how we actually create, how we collaborate, whether it's an older system or newer system, and that we always be able to not feel hindered by the technology. You know, analog is making a run again, and I think it's a beautiful thing. But again, this is just an introduction video to my whole experience and enthusiast side of not only mixing and mastering in Pro Tools, but producing in it my entire career. And in the next few videos, I hope that I can give you guys some insight on how you can also produce in Pro Tools, become a better producer, and come on to the bright side and give it a shot. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below for your boy. Let me know how I'm doing. Super excited to keep dropping content for you guys. It's going to be an amazing year. I hope you guys have a blessed and abundant 22. And I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace.